नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये अष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भगवद्भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, Chapter 2, text number 54 and 55. Welcome to Bhagavad Purana session. So, in continuation from text number 53, now we are going to discuss about the chapter Maharaj Nimi meets the nine Yogendras. 54 verse number. Bhagavata Uru Vikramangri Saka Nakamani Chandrikaya Nirastatape Hrudikatam Upasidatam Punasa Prabhavati Chandra Aivoditerka Tapaha. Synonyms: Bhagavata, Supreme Personality of God. Uru Vikrama, which have performed great heroic deeds. Angry, of the lotus feet. Saka, of the toes. Naka, of the nails. Mani, which are like jewels. Chandrikaya, by the moonshine. Nirasta tape, when the pain has been removed. Hrudi, in the hearts. Katam, how indeed. Upasitatam, of those who are worshipping. Punaha, again, sa, that pain. Prabhavati, can have its effect. Chandre, when the moon. Iva, just as Udite, risen. Arka, of the sun. Tapa, of the burning heat. Translation purport by Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. How can the fire of material suffering continue to burn the hearts of those who worship the Supreme Lord? The Lord's lotus feet have performed innumerable heroic deeds, and the beautiful nails on his toes resemble valuable jewels. The effulgence emanating from the nails resembles cooling moonshine, for it instantly relieves the suffering within the heart of the pure devotee, just as the appearance of the moon's cooling light relieves the burning heat of the sun. When the moon rises, the expansion of its rays drives away the distress of the sun's fierce heat. Similarly, the cooling rays emanating from the lotus nails of the personality of Godhead, lotus feet, vanquish all distress for the Lord's pure devotee, according to the Vaishnava commentators. It is understood from this verse that material lust exemplified by uncontrolled sexual desires is exactly like a blazing fire. So the flames of fire burn to ashes the peace and happiness of the conditioned souls who perpetually wanders in 84 lakhs of living entities, vainly struggling to extinguish the intolerable fire. The pure devotees of the Lord place the Lord's cooling jewel-like lotus feet with their hearts, and thus all of the pain and suffering of material existence are extinguished. The word Uruvikramangri indicates that the Lord's lotus feet are quite heroic. Shri Krishna is famous for his incarnation as Vamana, the dwarf Brahmana, who extended his beautiful toes up to the outer limits of the universe and perforated the universal cell, thus bringing the waters of the holy king to the universe. Similarly, when Krishna was entering the city of Mathura to challenge the demonic king Kamsa, and his entrance was impeded by a ferocious elephant named Kuvalyapida, Lord Krishna kicked the elephant to death and peacefully entered the city gates. Lord Krishna's lotus feet are so exalted that the Vedic literature state that the entire material manifestation rests beneath his lotus feet. Samasritaye pada pallava plavam mahat padam punya yasho marare. Omagdanatmirandasya gananjana salakaya chakshurunvitamena tasma Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manavishtam Stapatena Swayam Rupa Kadamaham Dadati Saudara. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama. So in this verse, the lotus feet of the Lord is so safe, secure, transcendental, and under his lotus feet the entire material manifestation exists. When in even in if you happen to read Bagavatam, the Vamana avatar, in that particular section, when Bali Maharaj gave 3 steps to Vamanadev pierced the universe and made Ganga to come to the material world. So his beautiful toes up to the outer limits of the universe and perforated the universal cell. So the bringing of the water holy Ganges into the universe. Similarly, when Krishna was entering the city of Mathura to challenge demonic king Kamsa made the elephant Kuvalyapida to kill Krishna and Balaram, but Krishna by his powerful punch, the Kuvalyapida elephant he kicked the elephant, so elephant got expired, elephant got killed, and he peacefully entered the gates. So Lord Krishna's lotus feet are so exalted, so elevated. It is like it is compared in this sloka to the rays of the moon. When moon rays comes, it's so cooling, so soothing, so comfortable, so convenient, so pleasurable. Because of that, the scorching heat of the sun will get vanished because of the cooling moon rays. So it will vanquish all Teslas. So similarly, it's compared to the moon's cooling effect, impact. So when you take the shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has done Urukrama, means one who does the heroic deeds. So those heroic deeds cannot be done by any other ordinary persons in this material world, or by any other person in by Devatas also. So ecstatic deeds he has done. That is why it's called Urukrama. Urukrama means Uruvikrama, means one who has performed great heroic deeds like lifting Govardhana hill, killing Putana at the age of 3 months, and just kicking the cart of Sakatasura, who came as a cart to kill Krishna in his very small age, at the age of 1 or 2. And so many heroic deeds he has done. Brahma Vimohana Leela, he taught lesson to Brahma and also to Indra in Govardhan Leela. And also he made Radhakund, Shamakund also. He made all the rivers, all the holy rivers to enter into the place where his lotus feet was there. He made a great big pond. So he has done all heroic deeds. No demigod, even Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma also cannot do that. Such a great heroic deeds Krishna has done. So, and also the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, it controls the human beings who is unwilling and not able to control his sexual desire. If one takes the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the blazing fire like Kama Krodha will also get exhausted. So the flames of the fire burned to ashes. The peace and happiness of the conditioned souls. So the conditioned soul is trying his level best. He put all his efforts to become a liberated soul, but it will no matter how much ever he put his efforts and strength or intelligence, he cannot get relieved from this blazing fire of this blazing fire, like sexual desires and anger and all unwanted things, all anarthas in the heart. Only if other unless or otherwise he takes the shelter of the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, which is compared to the moon's rays, which are very cooling and soothing. So if he doesn't take the shelter of the lotus feet of Mukunda, who is who is the liberation, who is the giver of liberation, we have to wander in 84 lakhs of yonis. So the Vedic literature states that the lotus feet of Krishna is entire, even in the entire manifestation rests under this lotus feet. Samashrita ye pada pallava plavam mahatpadam punya yesho murare. In Bagavatam 10:14-58, one says that we will every step will have danger in this material world, unless otherwise we take the shelter of Plavam, the ship of the ship which is compared to the lotus feet of Krishna. So if one is drowning in the ocean, if he tries to catch the ship which is the lotus feet of Mukunda, then he will be relieved from all sorts of danger in this material world. Text number 55. Visarjati hrudayam na esya sakshat darir avasabhito pi agauga nasha pranaya rasanaya datangri padma sa bhavati bhagavata pradhana ukta. The Supreme Personality of God, a translation. The Supreme Personality of God is so kind to the conditioned souls that if they call upon Him by speaking His holy name, even unintentionally or unwillingly, the Lord inclined to destroy innumerable sinful reactions in their heart. Therefore, when a devotee was taken the shelter of the Lord's lotus feet, chants the holy name of Krishna with genuine love, the Supreme Personality can never give up the heart of such a devotee. One will thus capture the Supreme Lord within his heart, and to be known as Bhagavat Pradhana, the most exalted devotee of the Lord. So in this particular verse, number 55, the greater importance is given to the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. Even if one chants the holy name of the Lord without any intention or without any interest, without even even if he chants the holy name of the Lord without any intention, he will get liberated, like Ajamila. Ajamila chanted the holy name of his son Narayana, but still Lord liberated him, and again he sent him to Haridwar, and he told to get purified there and then come back to me by chanting the holy names of the Lord. Similarly, there are a lot of incidents by even in Chaitanya Charitamrita also, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivered so many conditioned souls, those who have chanted the holy names of the Lord without intention also. Someone if wants to make fun of holy names of the Lord, they will also get liberated. Just see the power of the holy names of the Lord. If one wants to ridicule the holy name of the Lord of a pure devotee, then he will also get liberated. So like that, if one takes the shelter of the holy names of the Lord, the Supreme Personality of God can never give up the heart of such a devotee. Then you can just imagine the pure devotee who always chants the holy name of the Lord eternally. That is Satatam Kirtayanta Mam. Kirtayanto Amam. Drudatva, with great determination, he keeps always chanting the holy names of Lord 24 hours. Kirtaniya Sadahari. So, such a devotee's position is very exalted, and the Lord will never be reluctant to give mercy to him and be merciful and compassionate to such a pure devotee. So, he will definitely confirms him the uh, place in Vaikuntha or Goloka Vrindavan. So the position of a pure devotee is such that Krishna will never reject him, or he will be ready to serve him. As Gajendra says in his one of his verses, that he mentions about Krishna is always alert, and he was always ready to uh, uh, hear the attention of the pure devotee. Gajendra says that particular in that particular verse. He will be never be reluctant. He will never be lazy. He will be always alert. He will be always active, and he will be always in absorbent mood. So immediately he gives shelter to the devotee who chants the holy names of the Lord. Because the pure devotee knows that Krishna attains the six opulences in full. That is called Bhagavan, the definition given by Parashara Muni. Aishwaryasya samagrasya virasya yasasya gnana vairagyam chate. That means samagrasya means all the six opulences: wealth, beauty, renunciation, knowledge, strength, all these six opulences, and he possesses in full, Sampurna. Whereas other living entities also possess, human beings also possess this, but not in full, very partial and a negligible part. So that's why when one chants the holy name of the Lord every day, every moment, every second, after finishing his committed rounds, but still while he is doing some other work also, he keeps on chanting internally, mentally he keeps chanting. For such a pure devotee, he is not attracted to the skin disease of a women, or women will not attract a pure devotee of women who will not get attracted to the skinny part of a man. So they will not get attracted when he is attracted to the holy names of the Lord. So a pure devotee will always see the place where there is a cleanliness is maintained. Similarly, if we want to go to the kingdom of Godhead, our heart also should be clean. So if you want to clean the heart, if you want to cleanse the heart, you should chant the holy names of the Lord. Only then you can go to the cleanest place, the most cleanest place, and the most divine place, that is the Vaikuntha, where there is no anxiety, where everybody's heart is clean and everybody is trying to or making the endeavors to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we can see in the pastimes of Yashoda and Krishna, because of Yashoda's pure devotion, Yashoda was able to bind Krishna by his robes. In the sense that, the point is, by her true love, by her true love and affection, by her pure devotion service, unalloyed devotion service, she was able to bind Krishna by her robes. So when pure devotee, when a devotee becomes a very exalted like Yashoda, then he will be able to bind Krishna, and he will be purchased by, he can purchase Krishna at any cost, and Krishna has to oblige to that particular devotee because of his pure devotion. Like he came as Parthasarthi to Arjuna, and he was just a driver of the chariot because of his pure devotion rendered by Arjuna. So similarly, Krishna becomes obliged, becomes fully surrendered to his devotee, pure devotee. So, and whatever the devotee says, he is ready to accept this. When Nanda Maharaj asked Krishna to bring his slippers, immediately Krishna went when he was very small, and he kept his slippers on his over above his head, and gave it to Nanda Maharaj, because Nanda Maharaj is a very exalted devotee. So Krishna knows that he's only my devotee, but I should not do all these things. But Krishna is so humble; he wants to set an example that anybody who serves pure devotee, he will be elevated, and his devotion service will be progressed like anything, will be multiplied like anything. So though Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, but still he was bound to do that particular service. Such a lowest, low-graded service. He was just simply, with the great humility, he took the slippers on his head and gave it to Nanda Baba. So, because why we have to chant the holy names of God, one should know that because it's a yuga dharma. Every yuga has its own dharma to promote to the Supreme Personality of God, to go to the Krishna's abode, to go to the kingdom of Godhead. So that's why Shastras recommend that iti sodasakam nam kali kalmashan achanam natara paratara praya sarva vedeshu drishyate. So iti sodasakanam, these 16 syllables of these holy names, wherever you refer in the Shastras, it is said that to relieve from the Kali Yuga's contamination, the person has only one way, that is just chanting the holy names of the Lord. So all Kali Santana Upanishads, all Upanishads, Puranas mentions about the holy names of the Lord, because it is Yuga Dharma, and only through this this chanting of the holy names of the Lord, one can be elevated to the kingdom of God. There is no other go, there is no other go, there is no other go. But people think they're all mad people who chant the holy name of the Lord. But in fact, if they really wants to get relieved from all these miseries in this Kali Yuga, if one happens to experience the holy names of the Lord, then he will realize, like how scientists, they experiment the products, they experiment their process, they experiment their formulas, then only they'll get the results. Similarly, we should experience these holy names of the Lord by chanting every day, regularly, constantly. Satatam kirtayanto mam, tesham satata yuktanam, bhajadam priti purvakam. Like ananyas chintayanto mam. All this Krishna has given so many different slokas in different sections of Shastras, but people should get aware of it, and people should take up this process of chanting the holy names of God. This is the only scarcity in the entire universe, I can say. But people are having deaf ears, and people are really very, very unfortunate. Only Sume Dasaha, only brilliant people only take up this Krishna consciousness. But our society is extending so much help, so much support to the people to take up this Krishna consciousness. Only thing is people has to cooperate and people has to listen to these words, and they have to take the advantage of pure devotees who have dedicated their lives for preaching Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. Please like, subscribe and chant holy names of the Lord. Hare Krishna.